Rising to everyone that's watching this channel. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're vibrating high. It is very important. Don't make a mistake about it. Always have that energy that's going to elevate you high and alleviate any negative energies so that they don't actually consume you. You always have to protect yourself. It goes a long way. Protection to me goes first, eh? Above everything, protection is one thing that you need to get right. So I hope you receive this information with a positive energy, and I hope you can actually put it into a greater use. Learning spiritually never stops, right? The more you get interested, or the more you know the information that you're getting, it is the more you do not know. It gets even exciting, you know. So this is educational purpose. I've seen these days that I'm making too much inspirational videos and all of that, and I'm not actually putting in work like I used to do before, and I want to get back on the track. I don't want to lose it, you know. And I thank you very much for some of you guys usually tell me, Ra, you know what, get onto some serious things. Remember, man, we are here to learn a lot from you. And I'm very much grateful for a lot of you who's actually able to motivate me, because at the end of the day, we do need it. You know, we need this as much as we can motivate you with this information. You also have to actually put us in this way of reminding us that, listen, Ra, you have to do this. You have to tell us this. And thank you very much for everybody that's been liking my videos everywhere on YouTube, yeah, on TikTok as well. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it for the support. It means a lot to me. I know it's not something that I say every day, but I just really want to take this time and opportunity and be thankful and be grateful. Now, I invite the spirit of air. I invite the spirit of water. I invite the spirit of fire. I invite the spirit of earth. I invite the spirit of ether. All of these elements are pure and good, one and the same. They're not different, right? Always keep this in mind. Now, today, I want to make a video about the crystals, right? I think I want to try to make more videos about crystals because I see that most of the time you guys asking questions, Ra, what is this crystal? How does it actually operate? How to cleanse it? So there's going to be just a basic normal video about the crystals. And of course, it's all about learning, you know, increasing your knowledge by all means, understanding what you have, what you're using. You don't want to take crystals and start wearing them, not even knowing how is it that you need to use them to your own advantage, how they can actually benefit you. Great. You know, you always have to gain that understanding, that deeper insight for you to actually also have a way or open that window, right? Using the crystals in order for you to actually, you know, try to level up everything. Okay, by all means. And I've got crystals here with me. I've actually created a portal here. I want everybody that's actually watching this to actually come with pure love, pure intention. I don't want any fake love, eh? I don't want any fake love. I want people just to, you know, have that great feeling. So I opened a portal here by my side. I'll make a video about this as well, how to open portals using crystals, how to close portals as well, how to use crystals to manipulate them in your energy that can actually benefit you to even protect your whole entire house with it, right? So yeah, but before I go down this road and talk about crystals, right, guys, I didn't want to, like, I told you that I want to stop selling crystals, but I see many of you guys are really eager to get crystals from me, right? Crystals from me, which I understand. So this is a protection pack. Right, this is what I have right now. There's a protection pack. You can actually get this, right? If you want to order one, please send me an email at rhadebelihle@gmail.com, right? At rhadebelihle@gmail.com, or send me a WhatsApp 061-849-4706, right? That's my number. Send me a WhatsApp, and please, when you send me a WhatsApp, just know that get to the point what you want, so that we can actually, you know, because that WhatsApp is not my personal number, right? But it's just for having communication with you guys, you know. So just please be straight and direct with what is it that you want me to help and assist you with, and I'll be able to actually reach out and just respond and be able to give you offer you my services, right? So this is a protection pack, okay? I can't tell you the price here, but I've actually made it to be more affordable because it doesn't sit well with me. One of the reasons why I wanted to stop selling crystals is that the supplier is expensive, right? And I'm going to have to sell it to you in a different price as well. And I'm like, no, man, like, it'll end up being like only the people who are able to afford crystals, they'll have them, and that's not good, right? So this is gonna be affordable for you. You know, don't misjudge these crystals looking at them like this, man. I'm carrying a very strong energies here that are mixed and combined. I'm just showing you. When you purchase this, you're gonna receive and get this, right? It's gonna be inside. Somebody ordered some crystals. It's some necklace, right, and some stone. It's a protection pack as well, right? Somebody ordered this, and I just wanted to show you an example that when you get a crystal, you're gonna get it here, and it's gonna be smelling so divine and nice inside. And yeah, you just open it and you keep your crystals here, eh? So yeah, if you want the protection pack, right? For me, protection goes a long way, hey. Don't see me wearing all of these crystals, gemstones, actually. We're going to talk about the difference between the gemstone and the crystals, right? You see me wearing a lot of crystals. It's a protection. If you notice in my previous videos, I was never wearing crystals, right? Because I didn't need them then, okay? But when I blowed up, I had a huge amount of people following me, listening to me, because every time you listen to my videos, you drain me. I get drained. So I have to protect myself from that energy. Not to say that it's something negative, because if you're listening to my video and you're getting motivated, inspirational, all that information, it's like I'm receiving your energy, okay? And it burdens me. And then you take mine that is positive, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just explaining it. So usually I feel like overdrained. So when I'm having these crystals, it's there to actually protect me. Not only that, but to protect me from the agents. I don't want to lie, man. Every time agents come and visit me, they try to, consume my energy. I do make portals to protect myself, right? Hence, while I'm having all these gemstones and crystals, and like for example, I think it was 3 days back, right? You know me that I usually talk to you guys via having a mic and all of that, a small podcast machine. And there's a time I just woke up. I wanted to make some videos. I received some download, and I'm like, it's no longer working anymore. And I remember that day there were shadows in my bedroom, right? And usually I look at the shadows. I'm like, what the hell are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here. Why are you coming in and invading my space? And they'll just keep quiet. I do talk to these agents, man. What you mean? I do talk to them and tell them, what do you want? And just let them do whatever that they are doing. By the time when I wanna act back, I start to channel and do the necessary things. Only to find out that the following day, now my podcast machine is no longer working. Right? That's why now I can't actually interact with you with the mic anymore. But I'm actually I bought a new one. I think I'm going to receive it tomorrow. I bought a different one, right? Something simple. I think I'm going to receive it tomorrow. And then we'll just get back on having that proper audio communication, because you want to have a proper audio. People have been telling me, Ra, we love your videos, but your audio is just a bit low, man. Try to do something about it. And that's what I have been doing, trying to do, trying to give you the better communication for you to actually, guys, hear me out, right? Yeah, but let's get into it, right? So, okay, let me first talk about the difference between the gemstones and the crystal stones, right? They're one and the same, but not really, okay? It's like gemstones can be crystals, but crystals can't be gemstones. Like something like this. Something like that. It's like totally similar. Similarities are there. However, for you to actually gain an understanding, for you to gain a greater understanding, this is what I want you to do, or to know. So what I have here is a gemstone, right? A gemstone is something that is crafted. Not to say that it's not real. It is real. It still carries and possesses that energy. The reason why it is called a gemstone, as well as these ones, these are gemstone, right? Gemstones, because they are like in a jewelry form. Usually you get like a gemstone that's so beautiful inside, like this one. This is the sun's energy, sun gemstone. This is directed to me as I'm the energy, as the energy of the sun, right? So like this one, usually you look into it and it's like there's so many precious stones inside that are glittery, Just that I don't think it'll actually be more visible there, because I don't think it will be visible. I don't think it will be visible. But for those who have the sunstone that is crafted like this, they know what I'm talking about, right? There's like some precious, stones inside that are glittery. So it usually happens to some of the crystals, to some of the gemstones, right? They usually mix the gemstones with some diamond, some diamonds there, some gold. To actually make it so beautiful, so that when you appear to people, they look at you that, oh my God, because the first impression a person sees you, man, they don't know that this is a crystal stone, right, or a gemstone. Like, wow, I like your jewelry. It looks so nice. It's so different. What is it? Then you start telling them, then, oh, okay, I didn't understand, right? So that is a gemstone. I hope you understand this now, right? That this is a gemstone. And then when it comes to crystals, this is a crystal, right? I'm sorry. This is a black amethyst. This is an amethyst, right? And this is a sunstone. And then this is a rose quartz, right? I don't want to show you crystal, then you'll be like, okay, but he didn't say what is it, So this is a rose quartz, right? Very beautiful. You're able to charge love. That's what I'm using on my side to actually open the portal of love, so that everybody who's actually watching this video to be filled with love. I don't want any fake love. I don't want people there commenting some negative things without having to understand what I'm saying. I want to attract positive energy, and I bet you guys want to do the very same thing as you listening to this video. And people that are commenting there, you don't want to hear some negative words. You want to hear some positive words, right? Somebody who's going to actually even teach you greatly with everything that I'm actually talking about, or add value to the gemstones and the crystal stones information that the person might have, right? So this is a raw rose quartz. This is a crystal. Why? Because it is raw. Geometric pattern. You see, it's in a geometric pattern form. It's the same like this one. The tiger's eye, right? Geometric pattern. That's how it is. As you see that I fused it with some copper, right? Copper is very beautiful. It actually it makes the energy of the stone to be even more supreme, very powerful. It charges up. You know what they use when they have to do technology stuff. Your phones, they have like particles of gold and copper. Your television, anything that is technology has those particles. It is very important. It carries energy, and it actually makes the electricity to run so deep and to be as calm and leveled up to the point that it is actually being controlled, right? So this is what, when they talk about crystals, we talk about this, something that is raw, okay? Something that is raw. Like I said to you that gemstones can be crystals, but crystals can't be gemstones. It means that usually you see like this one, this is a black tourmaline, right? This is a black tourmaline. This is like a crystal gemstone, right? Because it's still in a raw way. The reason why I don't want to open this, I'm still going to have to sell this to somebody else. So I don't want to interact my energy with it, right? So something you must know as well. Don't let people touch your crystals. It's not okay. Because you don't know what energy they're carrying at that time. And then they leave it here. Crystals are good in absorbing any energy, right? If you're close by, you're touching a crystal, they absorb all of that energy. If your energy is so negative, it stays here. It becomes like a host inside of it, okay? So this is a gem. This is a crystal gemstone. This one. You see, it's oh my God, I'm sorry guys. You see, it's a bit raw, right? It's not like this. These ones are fine. It's a bit raw, but it's still possess the gemstone way. They actually manufacture it. Not to say that it does not have the same energy it does have, just that now they've molded it to be refined, right? So that's where now you make a difference between a gemstone and a crystal stone. Crystal stones are more raw, right? Haven't touched, still the way it is as it is. If it was mind, they broke it out, they broke it down like this, right? And this, they broke it down like this before, but now they had to mold it to make it look like a jewelry to so many people who want to have such crystals. That's the difference. Now you know. So the reason why I wanted to make a video about this is that, guys, listen, it is important for you to get yourself protection crystals, right? It is very, very important. Let me say this. As a person, you enter other different field of energies you are not aware of, right? And you start to feel a type of way. You start to feel like you're getting drained, okay? You're now losing control. you start to feel imbalanced, right? It means that you entered a specific place where there's like a negative energy that is so strong to the point that it is able to lower your energies down, right? Now it starts to affect your chakras. Every crystal has a connection that's deeply rooted with each and every chakra within your body. It doesn't matter whether your chakra are properly aligned or not, but they still have to get affected because they're still having a connection of that vibration. So usually feel there's low energies. It means that now your lower chakras are like intertwining, like they're actually getting wild. Then the next day you wake up feeling so depressed. I'll just use that word, even though depression in my world does not exist. You start to feel so sad, you're unable to actually have all the confidence before, and you ask yourself, what happened? What is really going on? If you think about it, you become conscious. Yesterday I went into a place which I usually don't go there, but for some reason it feels like now I have something over my shoulders. It's because of that, right? It's a language. Your body is simply telling you that, listen, there's something wrong, right? You need to try to alleviate that negative energy. Try to balance yourself again. Then if you have knowledge, you can do that. Maybe you take a sea salt, have a bath of a sea salt for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, try to rejuvenate your energies, or do something else that you believe in, which you think that it's something natural, right, and organic, in order for you to actually sit well with your energy and remove the negative energy. And the beautiful thing about removing a negative energy, many people don't understand, is this, that when you remove a negative energy from you, it's not like you're removing it, you're exchanging energy. That's something we still need to talk about, right? I'll try to make a video about this as well. So you're actually revitalizing your energy to be even more supreme and powerful. Okay, that is why if you take time to cleanse yourself from these energies, they consume you. Now you become a host of always carrying negative energies wherever you go, because you haven't cleansed the first ones first, right? They affect your emotion, they affect your mood, they affect your happiness. They have a way to influence you not to be the kind of person people know you as, right? The same, maybe they always know you that, Ryan's always happy, man. Like, what's happening these days is always angry. It's because now he has lost ways to actually cleanse himself. That's what's happening right now, currently in this world. People have lost ways, the ancient ways, to actually understand that you really need to cleanse yourself from all these negative energies, man. And it's not your fault. The places which you go to, they have like territories that are protected based on what is they protecting themselves from. And if it means that you're a person that has a specific energy, then those energies might affect you to the point that they really like literally affect you. You sleep flat down on bed, right? Take some days to actually wake up. So you always have to protect yourself from all of these energies. So which brings me to this. You really need to get a protection pack crystal, right? Even if you don't get it from me, it's fine. Get it to your nearest store. It's okay. Before you can ever work with crystals, right, get a protection one first that is able to heal your energies and to cleanse you. I want to make it an example, right? I used to work at a hospital, but I wasn't like literally working as a doctor or a nurse, something like that. But what was like, it was the time whereby there was like COVID-19 and all of that. And I think it was when I actually got fired, when I tried to warn people about not to take a shot and all of that, and they used to call me a racist. Okay, fine. I tried to look for a job. It wasn't easy. Honestly speaking, since day one, I'm not meant to work for anybody, right? That's how I am. That's how I was actually born, but I don't want to talk about it here but anyway, but because you want that income, you want to do that, then I was like always there trying to hustle for a job. Then my father was like, listen, I got there's an opportunity there in a hospital, and the problem is you're not going to do what you actually have qualifications for. You're just going to do gardening. Are you okay with that? I was like, no, listen, man, a job is a job, man. I'd be so grateful. Other than just sitting down and not doing anything, it's really crazy, man. Like, I was like, no problem. I was so excited, I was so excited, and I was like, okay, I'm going to go work. And I started to do my work there. I was actually cleaning, sweeping, but I was also doing gardening as well. And I was doing my job with passion. But in my mind, right, I was like, no, man, there's a reason why they sent me there, which is something that brought me to this realization to be, how to put this, to be well known today, right? It was a reason. Everything goes in pattern, guys, right? Everything goes in pattern. That's why usually you have to be patient. Even though you know that you have these dreams, you have well, okay, I don't want to say dreams, because I always tell you guys that dreams that you have is something that's been bought. You actually been influenced to actually have certain dreams, unless if it's something organic that is natural, that it can actually give people some good energy, insight, and to uplift themselves. Then yeah, that is a dream that comes deeply rooted from you, you know. So always have to be patient, man. You know, in my mind, right, I receive downloads that there's a reason why they're sending you there. There's some souls, right, you need to alleviate from that place that are trapped. You need to free those souls so that they can actually return to where they belong to, right, or move on to the other dimensions for the ones that are meant to. I was like, no problem, because most of the time when I was working there and I was doing my job, people loved me. They're like, man, ever since you came here, everything that you're touching is turning into gold, you know. I was so embarrassed at some point, because now it was like, I'm trying to take a spot for the person which I'm filling up for. Because when I got the job, it was something temporarily. I think it was supposed to be for like 2 weeks. If not, yeah, for 2 weeks. I was holding it for two people. One person took a leave, and I was just replaced for that person for a week. The moment when they came back, the other one took a leave as well. And I was a replacement for the second week. So I was there for only 2 weeks, right? In other ways, I was actually helping to save somebody else's job, you know. It's so amazing, man. So what happened was, I would actually be working there, right, with passion, not being embarrassed. I was wearing like there's this uniform. It was so big to me, eh? It looked like I was this old man, you know. But I was not embarrassed, man. I was like, okay, people actually even loved my energy. People were talking to me, who are you, you know, blah, 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 all of that. And the time when I blowed up, I was still working there. But it was before the day. It was like 2 days left. I blowed up on a Wednesday. My last day was supposed to be on Friday, right? And I blowed up on Wednesday on Twitter. And people started to talk about me, you know. It was like this, all of that. So, but I used to see spirits, energies, because I know how to alleviate energies, right, and put them where they belong to. I know how to do that, but I don't do it alone. Sometimes I'm able to do it with other spiritual light beings, right? So I was doing that at work. Most of the time I wouldn't be working. When I had lunch, I'd actually sit down and meditate, right? Meditate, free all of those souls, and they'll be so grateful. I'd free the souls, I'll talk to them, communicate with them, and do all of those things, right? I would see other people's auras. I'm able to see people's aura. I can actually tell if whether or not this person has a negative energy, what's happening, low vibration, you know, and I'll actually even know that this person in 2 days to come is going to come to me seeking for help, and then I'm going to help them. It's the same thing that happened on my previous job. I was not really working where I was actually helping people. Half of the time, the job which I was working in office, I was always outside, man, helping people, man. Like one time, I know this is going to sound crazy. One time, there was a girl who was about to die, right? I actually helped to bring her back into life, and people were like really amazed, and so many people started to hate me then, eh? They started to call me witchcraft. How do you do that? They were traditional healers, bowing down, clapping, worried. I came there, I touched her, whispered in her ear, and she woke up. Of course, she wasn't completely herself, but she came back to life, and people witnessed that, and they took her, because where I was working previously, it was a private company, right, for the Jews, and there was a clinic, like the small mini clinic to help all patients, right, and they took her there, and she became well. It was actually two of them, but the other one was still conscious, but the other one was not really conscious, was out. Her eyes were rolling up like this, you know, her rolling, but I was able to actually bring her back to life, and I never speak about this, but people from there really didn't like me, and I remember the Izangoma, they were like, wow. They were like really bowing down on me. How did you do that? I was like, it's energy, right? But I didn't want to tell them completely because they were going to get scared. So at the job where I was working after I got fired, I was working with spirits, alleviating them, helping them to actually find their way in place. And it was all about that. That's when now I blowed up, and the last day when I left the job, I was actually telling this guy, listen, you have to come back to work, man. I don't want to make you feel like, because already people want me to actually stay here. People like vouching for me. You know, man, like people are vouching for me. Listen, we want you to stay here, man. We want you to take over. You can actually do this. You can actually do that. And for the people, for an average person who doesn't understand, it'll be like, no, this guy is using hormones. There's something wrong. And it's something that is natural. That's how I was born, right? That's how I was born, you know. But why am I talking about this? So that you understand. In hospitals, right, there are negative energies. And as much as I would actually want everybody to have a protection stone with them, it is very important for the people that are working in hospitals to do the very same thing, because half of the time people are dying there, right? There are energies that are leaving behind, and they become like that hospital becomes a host in storing all of these negative energies, right? Usually, I bet your guys who work in hospitals usually get headaches. Your shoulders are overburdened. I know that some of you who have been consulting with me, working in hospital, have been telling me about this as well, right? So I know what I'm talking about. Some of you just start to feel sick, and all of this energy, they don't even stop. Why? Because some of you take those souls with you in your household. Then the moment when you take those souls with you in your household, they start to affect everybody in the house. You start to have in there something that's like a creature that sleeps with you, succubus, right, or incubus. Now you're having these creatures, you've invited these creatures, you're unaware. They start to sleep with your children. I'm not trying to scare you, hey? I want you to understand. The spirits, they start to sleep with their children. They start to mess things around because they want to consume all of your energy. You're always crying, always you're feeling depressed, right? You're feeling sad, you're feeling emotional. You know, it's a lot. Some of you don't pay attention to it, but it actually later affects your children. You see your child now was actually a good child. Now, your daughter or your son is starting to do some things you never even think that your child was going to do. You carry. I'm direct to the people who work in hospitals, right? You carry all of these energies with you because you don't have protection for yourself. You don't have protection. So now, these energies, the souls start to connect with you wherever you go. Then you become a person who has a dark shadow amongst other people. People are avoiding you. People don't want to speak to you. And at that time, you're a good person, man. You want people to be happy. But for some reason, it's like now, okay, there's some change in the mood in people, right? Because they feeling your energy. You get somebody just like me who has like crystals or gemstones, and I can detect when a person is coming. Even though I'm not wearing them, but I can detect when a person is coming that this person is carrying negative energy. And with me, I'm this person that if I'm able to tell you, I'll tell, listen, you've got a negative energy, you need to go bath, you need to do this and that. But if I don't have the chance to interact with you, I really move away from you. Not that I hate you or what, but I really move away from you because some of your energies, guys, are so strong that they actually can affect another person, right? I'm not making a joke about this, eh? So it's really important for you to get a crystal protection stone first before you can actually get any other stone, right? And with this gemstone or crystal stones, you have to activate them, right? You have to cleanse them. You have to activate them. One of the easiest way for you to actually activate them to work on your control, under your control. For example, this is amethyst, right? It is good in protection, okay? It's good in strength, giving you the clear vision, right? Because it is like connected to your first eye, okay? It has so many abilities which you can actually manipulate things with as well, with this crystal, right? It can actually bring you luck, but the high source of power it has and carries is protection. So you'll have this gemstone. First time when you have it, again, let me say this. Before, let's say I'm selling you this crystals, right? Please, or wherever you're getting it from, you need to start charging them first before you can actually apply to them. You need to start charging these gemstones. Maybe put them in the sun, right? I'll get back to this. Put them in the sun for like a couple of minutes. The good stones which you can actually put them in the sun most of the time are the ones that are like dark, like your black tourmaline, your tiger's eye you can put in the sun, your amethyst, yes, you can put it in the sun. Then with this one, the ones that are light, like your rose quartz, right? Don't put it in the sun because the energy, it will change, right? Even if you put it in the sun, have it have time, like maybe put it for like a 2 to 3 minutes. That's okay. Then with the rest of them, you can actually put them even way longer, right? Sometimes you can actually take these gemstones or crystal stones and you got it. You dig a hole in your household or your garden, put them underneath for like 7 days. Let them exchange all of that energy, or whosoever was crafting the crystals, you don't know what energies they carried, have to cleanse them for like at least for 7 days. Sometimes you can actually get like your Himalayan salt or sea salt, right? Put them in the water, just like not hot, lukewarm water or cold, mixed with the Himalayan salt or the sea salt. Let them be there for like 7 days. It's the same thing. You just basically cleansing them, okay? So before you can actually now start to program, because you really need to program the stones, man. Some of you have these things, but you don't know how to use them, right? You really need to program them. Program the stone. Everything has a programming, right? This is technology. This is technology, right? This is a high advanced technology, okay? This is a soul. When you're carrying a crystal stone, you're carrying a soul. These are the particles of the earth's soul, right? That have been engineered with these energies for a best way principled that is able to actually help you to alleviate some negative energies or to help you to give you those benefits you need at that time. So you really need to cleanse them. Then the moment when you now know that I've bought this crystal and it's properly cleansed, right? No problem. Now you can start to actually connect with them, activate them, right? How to activate them, you can actually, it's up to you. Like this one, right? This is an amethyst and it has a great strong relation with the first eye. You can actually put it here. Speak within your heart, right? That's the communication crystal understand. They don't speak like physically. Speak within your heart. Speak what you want this crystal to give you. If this is a protecting crystal, gives you luck, success, blah, 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 all of that, say those words, utter those words, right? Utter those words within. Give me this, give me that, give me this, give me that, give me this, give me that. Then you put it aside. Every time when you meditate with it, it'll always give you that protection. You stay connected with it. Put it in your pocket, right? Keep it elsewhere. Have it with you all the time. I'm going to work. Please protect me from harmful energies, all of that. But you're speaking within your heart. Or if you don't want to put it here on your first eye, you can actually put it here, closer to your heart. Then you start to channel. You're programming it. You're telling it, this is what I want you to give me, right? For example, this is a love rose quartz, right? It attracts love. It can also help you in a relationship. Let's say maybe you want your relationship to be pure, to have love, or everybody in the house to have love for you. You program this, put it in your first eye, do the same thing, speak within your heart, right? Put it in your heart, close to your heart, you speak the very same thing. You're programming it. That's how you activate your crystal, right? That's how you have a close relation. And it doesn't even end there. You can't have a crystal, then you don't actually, once in a while, cleanse it. You have to cleanse it, right? Let's say maybe every single day, you take time to actually cleanse your crystal. Put them on the grass. Put them in nature. Dig a hole. Put them there. Or maybe each and every month, 7 days, you cleanse your crystals. All of them. I'm telling you, man. Your crystals or your gemstones will have power. And they will work for you the way you want them to, right? They'll work for you. You have to communicate. Crystals really love energy. That's what they eat. It's energy. They absorb energy. That's how they live. Remember, they are souls. They are living just like you and I. So they require that interaction. When you meditate, put them on the ground, sit down, charge them on the ground. You can actually put them on the ground, start to meditate. Meditate with the crystal. Communicate with it. Ask it what you want it to actually give you. Tell it, I want this, I want that. Give me this insight. Give me this understanding. I'm going to this project, but things are not actually looking good. Give me wisdom. How to actually impress these people. Have that. That's what it loves. It loves that because now it's in work. You can't put a crystal then you cage it without no reason, right? There are some crystals which you can actually put them in a cage, but you have to activate them and program them how you want them to serve you, right? They're helping your energy. When you want to see a soul, look at a crystal. That's how your soul looks like, okay? That's how your soul looks like. It is a connectivity with your spirit and the body, right? It's like your soul is linked to your spirit and your physical body for a reason. It's like a 3-step way. It is your soul, your spirit, and your body. So what comes first is the soul. That what follows that links up to the soul is the spirit. Then the last of it is the body. After this body, the true reflection of the crystal energy grid, right? It actually takes the host of your body that was once before. Then it's like a copy and paste. That's who you are in an actual fact, or a light beacon that actually express the light of a crystal. That's why I always tell guys that we are crystal beings. The crystal is inside of our soul that generates all of the power in everything to make it be like that, you know. So it is of course carbon, right? Like your protons, neutrons, electrons. That's what's inside of this. Same thing that is connected to your soul or your body, right? The particles of it goes even way deep, eh? So you must try to do this, you know. I have a bag. This is my mini bag, right? I keep my small crystals inside. One of these, I keep them here. I also have a bigger bag where I keep my bigger crystals. So you can actually maybe have something like this, buy a bag like this, then keep it in your pocket all the time when you're going. Let's say you're going to work. Put it in your purse. Keep it in your pocket, right? Interact with it. Talk to it. I've just entered the house. Please protect me. Okay, I've just entered the workplace. Please protect me. This is what I want you to protect me from. You know, give me wisdom, give me the insight. Interact with the crystals, man. The more you do this, you give it power, and the more you cleanse it, I'm telling you, you have to charge them all the time. So with this protection pack, if you want it, like I'm explaining this, I had to make this video so that you can actually understand. If you want this, send me an email at rhadebelihle@gmail.com, or you can also send me a telegram at Rhadebelihle telegram, or send me a WhatsApp 0618494706. The problem is this number, it might not work because I'm supposed to actually give you a link. I'll try to leave a link on the description. Check the link for my WhatsApp group chat. No, not the group chat, but for my WhatsApp business, right? Because usually when you put in the number, to some people say that, listen, I'm not getting your WhatsApp, you know, I'm not actually getting the access. So I'll try to leave a link there and my number. Then if you want it, then you can just go to the description. So yeah, what is it that I'm forgetting? Let me think. Wait, let me think. I think there's something I'm forgetting. Let me just drink some water. Maybe I'll remember. I don't want to forget anything because I still want to make other videos about crystals for you to actually understand. And yeah. Oh yes. So there's one crystal I want you to be aware of, right? But I'll go deeper when I make a different video about the crystals. Clear quartz, right? This is a clear quartz crystal, this one, right? I'm sorry, I don't want to take it out because I'm going to sell this to somebody else, and but you do know clear quartz, Google it, right? Clear quartz are very strong. They're good. You see, that's one crystal you really want to update in terms of cleansing it, you know. It usually absorbs so many energies. For example, let's say maybe how to make this, let's say maybe you're going to school, right? You're studying, right? And you're writing your exams, okay? Or whatever that is that you want to try to keep track of and remember. You take a clear quartz stone or gemstone, you put it on a book, right? Then it will start to actually collect the data information that's there in that book. You're receiving it download. You actually tell it, listen, I want you to actually download all the information, all the information from this book, because I want to use this information for me to actually be able to understand it way better. From there, we can put it for like a couple of days, 2, 3, or 4 days. Then, depending on how big is the book, right? Then after that, you take that crystal every day, you meditate with it, you hold it, right? You hold it on your 2 hands. Then you sit down in a lotus position. Then you start meditating. listen. You must learn to listen. All of these crystals, they talk consciously, right? Especially the clear quartz. All that information that it was actually absorbing there in that book. Okay, words are information, or information is energy. All of those words it was actually downloading. The moment when you hold, you know what, guys? The moment when you hold that crystal and you start to close your eyes and start meditating and you pay close attention to it, listen to what it's saying. I'm telling you, all that information will keep on downloading automatically inside of you. But you'll set the intention that I want to receive all the information I asked you to download for me. I'm telling you, when you hold that book, it will be much more easier for you to actually carry all of that information. This video is getting too long. All right. You'll be able to have all that information. So this is just the basics about the crystals, and more specifically about the protection pack, right? Make sure that you do that. Get the protection pack. And even if you don't get it from me, go out there, look for a protection pack that it can actually serve you well, and apply all of the skills that I'm telling you right now. Stop putting your crystals under the moon, please. Right? Stop. I know sometimes I said this, okay, but you really need to stop. The moon sends negative energies, right? I'll go deep about this and talk about it way greater in a better, well-informed information. Because I know usually when I talk about information, I talk about this, stop this, bring that, I want to actually now be direct with you guys so that you can actually get all the understanding, right? So the moon has a negative energy, right? It is anti-photon. It affects all the photon energies, which are the carbon beings that have the suns within them, together with the nature, which is your carbon. 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons, right? The atom structure that is embedded in all nature, right? So it affects that. It lowers your energy. So when you put your crystal stones under the moon, then you are lowering this crystal stone. It becomes even weaker by the day, the more you keep on actually putting them under the moon. So let me just be direct as a closing of this video. When you want to charge your crystal, right, make sure that you can actually put it on the ground. Let it be grounded, right, for a couple of days. It's okay. Number 2, you can dig a hole in the garden, right, so deep, not too deep though. Then give it the intention that I'm leaving you here so that you can actually recharge yourself. So that when you come back, you become so better and more powerful and strong. Exchanging all of this energy we're protecting me from, leaving it here and getting a proper new energy. You leave it there for like 7 days. Close the hole, even if you can put them all together collectively, or if you want to separate them, it's okay. Then close the lid. Let them be dirty. They have to be dirty. I know someone will be like, should I put it in a container? No, don't put it in a container or in a plastic. Put them the way as they are, right? Then close the lid. Close the hole. Let them be there for like 7 days. That's another way to actually cleanse your crystals. Or you want to have like your Himalayan salt on your sea salt, right? And a bit of a turmeric can also help. Turmeric, okay? But don't put it too much because I don't want you to dye your crystals. Turmeric. Mix it all together, blend it together, put it in the water, your crystals, and keep it for like 7 days. Especially if somebody touched your crystals. Try by all means to cleanse. Don't let anybody touch your crystal. I don't care if it's your daughter, it's your father, it's your mother, it's your girlfriend. Don't. Rather get them their own crystals. Don't let anybody touch your crystal. Even when somebody bumps into you, don't let them do this. Tell them, listen, not to sound so bad, but tell them that Ra told me that I shouldn't let people touch my crystals because it affects the mood of the energies. It means that it will absorb your energy. Then I'll now carry your energy as well with me. Then you and I are going to be linked. So you have to be careful. This is not a child's play, guys. People look at this crystal and think that, what's this? No, listen, man. Those things are very powerful. The only reason some of you will say that because you don't have a relationship with your crystals. You buy a crystal, you wear it, when you sleep you're taking it off. When you go again, you're taking it on. You don't have a communication with it. How is it going to serve you? It's not going to serve you. Then you'll be like, nah, this thing don't work. It's not about that. They do work. This is technology. It is electricity. It is a soul. They have to be respected, be loved, be taken care in gentle, right? And respect, the way that you want people to respect you for. That's how you actually have to treat these crystals. So yeah, you can cleanse them in that way. If you want to put them in the sun, try, especially for the crystals that are like your chakra crystals, or the crystals that actually have a hue of color like this. Don't put them for too long, because they'll lose the color, right? They'll lose the color inside. But it doesn't mean that they'll lose the power. They won't lose the power. They'll lose the color though. So if you want to put this for like I'm saying, 3 minutes is good enough. Charge them, you know, maybe twice a day. I mean, maybe twice a week. Then do that. But for the black tourmaline, you know, you can actually put them in the sun for the longest of time. They'll have to absorb and charge. But don't put crystals under the sun too much, because some will actually start to crack, right? They start to crack and be like this, you know. So yeah. But anyway, I hope I did my part here today. You'll see that there's a huge difference with this video. I'm just gonna be so grateful for you guys. One thing I want you to do, make sure that you like and subscribe. If you're new to this channel, make sure that you subscribe, like this video, share this video. If I see that there's people are so much convinced with this video, then I'll be motivated for me to actually make more videos about crystals, right? So yeah, this is just the basics when it comes to protection stones and protection gemstones. So don't make a mistake. Share this video, like and subscribe. It helps with that algorithm. You know, the algorithm helps it well when people are interacting, commenting, you know, trying to actually engage. I'll try my best as well to engage at you guys and answer to your questions. But please make sure that you like and subscribe and share this video with a lot of people who are in love and in tune with crystals. Don't forget it. Your body is crystal already. You don't really need to get so much crystals like myself. You don't need to, right? Even if you can get like one protection bracelet on the other side, like your chakra bracelet to help you with your chakra, and then have like a crystal that is connected, deeply connected with your birthstone or your star sign. You know, have like one necklace there, and yeah, man, you don't need to get them so many as I have. Like I've explained to you in the video, the reason why I'm wearing so much crystals is because of the protection that I need, that I have to have all the time to protect my aura. Because man, I'm telling you, agents come and they are a problem. So always having a way to actually control my energy, to push them away, not to actually have power over me, because they're trying by all means to always stop the beautiful inside videos that I make. Like this today, let me just tell you, I've been trying to make a video today about this, and I've been receiving distractions. I've been trying. See, this spirits, they know that this person is about to drop very most important information. They know this, right? Then they try to stop by all means for me to be distracted. They use people, you know, they use phones, they use this, they use that. Then if you're weak, you will be getting distracted. So keep this in mind. Love and cosmic light. Make sure that you give all the beautiful insight to people, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and share the eternal love with everybody. Anyone who tries to actually dim your light, you know, look at them and focus to yourself. Don't give people your power. Keep it to yourself and use it for great positive vibes.